Today, I'm going to introduce just 2 of the teams. We had 7 teams from using 5 technologies that was from Singapore. And today, we're going to use 2 teams from Singapore and 1 from France. So let me introduce the first team, and then I'll get up and introduce the second team. The first team is Singr from Susie Sun, Parin Mehta, and Gaug. And would you please get ready to present, please? And these are our students to present. They will present and introduce themselves as students. And one of the best things is I asked the students to talk about themselves and why they took the class. So you get to know MBA students from INSEAD, okay?
Thanks for the introduction, Virginia. Let me start with a quick question. How many of you grew up wanting to be in a rock band? A few of you. How many of you managed to realize that dream? 1, just Pete. Great. So we worked on a project with AStar Exploit around enabling users to convert their voice to song. And we're going to go through a little demo, talk a little bit about ourselves, and then talk about some of the potential applications for the technology. And then as an end piece, I'd just like to talk a little bit about the actual process. So how did INSEAD students and a TTO organization work together? And what did we learn about this? So we'll kick off. So the story starts with 3 keen and motivated MBAs, all with a background in technology, but all looking to get their hands dirty and learn a little bit more by doing. So I'm Parin Mehta. I've got 4 years' experience at Google, working in a range of roles across sales operations and business development. Most recently, I was involved in incubating some of Google's new technologies. So you might have used Google Wallet over the summer, some of the voice elements of that. Prior to that, I lived in Japan and worked as a teacher there, so got a good insight into the Japanese consumer's mind, and some of those learnings were very useful for this product.
So my name's Gaug. I started my career off in the exciting world of investment banking and quickly transitioned to the internet space in San Francisco and Silicon Valley, where I worked for a private company called StubHub. We sold that to eBay, and I continued to work under the eBay umbrella for a number of years doing strategy, planning, development, strategic partnerships, new product development, as well as financial planning and budgeting.
Hi, my name is Susie Sun, and before coming to INSEAD, I worked at Morningstar, which is an investment research firm. I worked in their sales and marketing department for their computer software, and my goal to coming to INSEAD was to learn more about technology, primarily from a startup perspective. And doing this project in this class was a great way to learn about it from a very practical standpoint.
So the 3 of us had a background in this area, all with a keen interest in technology. We found each other in the class that Virginia organized, and were put together very quickly to work with a team. So now I'm going to pass on to Susie, who will tell you a little bit more about the technology and some of the plans that we have to get this in the hands of people.
So the technology that we chose to work with ultimately was, it's a speech-to-singing technology developed by AStar. It was developed over a number of years in their human language technology department. So it's a very innovative technology. We were very excited about it, primarily because it's very unique in 3 key ways. Firstly, it's personalized, so it's able to generate the song from the user's voice. Secondly, it's very convenient. All the user has to do is to speak the lyrics, and then it's able to generate it into song. It uses a very unique syllable recognition technology, so then essentially it's not language specific, it's multilingual, so that's very unique. And then lastly, it's superior quality. It has a very good song quality as compared to anything else that's on the market. And it's very obvious when you use it that it's your voice speaking it or it's your friend's voice, so it's recognizable and fairly exciting. So then we were tasked with how do we turn this raw technology into something that people will use? How do we get it to market? How do we get it in the hands of people so that they'll be willing to pay for it? So what we're going to do here in a minute is just show you a little view of how it will work. So rather than just me speaking about it, you can get a view for it yourself. And of course, in the case, whenever we speak about technology, we're going to run into some sort of IT issue. So pardon us as we pull up the video.
wouldn't be a demo if nothing went wrong, right?
Here we go.
对你的思念是一天又一天，孤单的我还是没有改变。美丽的梦何时才能出现？亲爱的你，好想再见你一面。对你的思念是一天又一天，孤单的我还是没有改变。美丽的梦何时才能出现？亲爱的你，好想再见你一面。对你的思念是一天又一天，孤单的我还是没有改变。美丽的梦。
So that's the overview of the technology, and that was the raw technology we got to work with. So we worked very closely with the team that developed it at AStar, and got some advisory from Virginia about where to take this technology. We came up with a number of various products, and then finally we decided on the Singr entertainment app. We decided to do it this way because we figured it would be the most commercially viable way, and then it also did not require much additional development from the technology. So basically how this app would work, what you would do is you could speak into, pretend this is an iPhone, and what you can then do, first you would download the app, you would select the song that you want to record, speak into the iPhone, and then it will turn it into a song. From the song, you'd be able to share it on various networks, and then you'd also be able to store it on a busking profile. So the way we foresee people using this is actually, as a way to put a smile on their friend's face. So for example, if I knew that it was Virginia Cha's birthday, I could go send her a song. I know that she really likes gangster rap, so what I would do, this is actually true, what I would do is I would go maybe select a Snoop Dogg song, drop it like it's hot. I would speak it into it. It would get recorded. It will be in my voice. What I can then do is send it to Virginia, whether it's over Facebook, over Twitter, over email, or maybe e-greeting, so some sort of e-card that will have a nice little tagline with it. Happy birthday, Virginia. Hope you drop it like it's hot. And then what it'll do is that Virginia will get this. She'll open it. She'll be delighted, and then she will most likely also create one for herself. She could send it to her friends for their birthday also, anniversary, Chinese New Year. Thank you. So there's a lot of various applications, and then there's a built-in viral effect into it naturally. And then, of course, she can store this on her profile. She can go back and look at the songs. Always fun party trick to pull out also. So with that, I'm going to pass this on to Greg, who will talk a little bit more about the data behind why we think this will be successful.
Thanks. So as Susie mentioned with that example, we feel like this strongly aligns with some of the major trends we're seeing right now across the industry and across technology that are really going to support the growth and the success of this project and this app. One, people are really passionate about music. I imagine the majority of people in this room have, an iPod, have an iTunes account, some sort of MP3 player, and listen to it all the time, create playlists and share it with friends. Over 20 million people in the U.S. alone go and visit iTunes and Pandora on a monthly basis, which is tons of eyeballs and tons of interaction. In addition, people really love sharing and messaging things with their friends in their network. So some stats that we found in our research, what I was astonished by, were the 30 billion pieces of content are shared across Facebook each month. And I'm sure a lot of you partake in that as well and attribute to that content, but just a mass amount of information that people love to share across their network and with their friends, and this can be another aspect of that. Over 4 billion people send a Twitter message per month. So again, a lot of sharing, that's video, that's links, that's music now. with some of the integrations that are going on. So really a lot of interaction. And then lastly, as Susie mentioned, some of the e-greetings. Over 10 million people send or share an e-greeting card in the U.S. alone per month. So we really feel like this can fit in that niche, and that will drive use and adoption. And then lastly, people want something personalized. Virginia, you can easily share a song from Snoop Dogg. She probably already has it on her playlist or in her iPod. But if it's personalized with Susie's voice, that makes that strong connection that she'll really enjoy and remember and share with friends and create her own. So how big is the prize? Well, we estimate in some of the research that validated this that there's going to be over 1.2 billion smartphone users by 2015. So obviously, we don't expect every person, although it would be nice to have this app. It's a large addressable market that we can tap. And we view an estimated revenue opportunity of over $100 million supported by 3 revenue-generating aspects. One would be the freemium model. So as Susie mentioned, you can download the app for free. It'll come with a certain set of songs, say 10 songs, and you can select a genre and the language. But then additional songs people will pay for. So you can get premium songs, you can expand the catalog, so people will pay for those to generate revenue, in addition to advertising revenue and also affiliate sales. So, if you're looking at or you get a Snoop Dogg song from your friend, we can easily try to upsell, Snoop Dogg is coming to town, buy some concert tickets, or here's some Snoop Dogg paraphernalia to drive further revenue generation. In addition, there's some competition currently in the space, although we're confident that the technology developed by the team is superior. But there's people like Songify and Shmuel that are in the space and have apps out there, and feel further validates the market and the opportunity, with over 10 million people downloading those apps to date that enable some sort of personalized singing or songs. But again, we're confident that the technology is there, and with the right team in place, that this can be a real big success. So with that, I'll turn it over to Parin to wrap it up.
So we've talked a little bit about ourselves, talked a little bit about the technology, talked a little bit about product. We know that Virginia likes gangster rap, and we know that people like to sing and share. We also had quite a few learnings from the process. So the TVP class, working with AStar. So first of all, we found it really enjoyable and rewarding, getting in the lab and working with the team. Taiho's guidance has been absolutely incredible, and Minghui at the back as well, who's developed a lot of the technology. It was really good to get some time with them and work out how everything works. Valuable learning of the process as well. So, this commercialization process in the classroom with Virginia, we learned the theory, but we actually got to sit down and think about how do you apply for money, how do you pitch this to people. Great technology, as we mentioned. A lot of people like singing and a lot of people like sharing. And then investor interest as well. So a few of you in the room, I know, have had the opportunity to try the demo and have a chance at becoming a rock star. So we wanted to close up just by saying great thanks to Virginia and to Taiho. Their guidance has been absolutely incredible. We wouldn't have been able to push along on a project in such a short amount of time without their help. So that's it from the team. Please grab us this morning if you have any more questions. We'd love to tell you more about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Parin. It's been great. Okay, the next team